If you're like me, you're a huge software nerd. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you all of the tools that I actually have bookmarked in my computer that I use every day as a $10 million CEO. Don't believe me? There's a picture of me winning the $10 million award just a couple of weeks ago. Brace yourself, there's going to be a lot of tools. My estimate's going to be around 40, 50. I tried to count, but honestly, it was too much. So let's just dive into this, show you the tools that I use as a marketer, as a business owner managing 60 plus employees. All right, so here's what my bookmark bar looks like. So the ones that are not in these folders are the ones that I use all the time. Starting off with tool number one, Go High Level. This is the ultimate CRM automation website builder. If you see all the tabs that I have created, I build all of my companies, all of my lead magnets, all of my clients, all have their own sub account. I use this for building websites, funnels, automation, sending email blasts. Just about everything that you can think of, including the lead magnet on this exact video, is built in Go High Level. I spend a lot of time in this tool. Highly recommend, no matter where you are on your journey, to get this tool, master it. Once you do, you are going to be a dangerous entrepreneur. I believe the agency plan for this tool starts at around $2.99 per month, and you can create unlimited sub accounts. Pick up this tool, link in the description. All right, the second one that's bookmarked and not in a folder, so I use this all the time, is Asana. You're probably already familiar with this tool. It's very popular. It is the #1 project management tool on the market. I've tried Trello, I've tried Monday, I've tried ClickUp. Asana is the best that I've tried in terms of user interface, but also, most importantly, Zapier automations. So I can automate tasks going into my Asana very easily, subtasks, notes, just about everything that I need to do, I can do in here. And just to show you how much I love this tool, this is our team. We have 60 employees in our company, all of which are here in Asana that we pay for, $12 per user per month. We pay a fortune for this tool, but you need a project management system if you're going to scale your company. Asana is the way to go. All right, moving along, Riverside.fm. If you have a podcast or you're thinking of starting a podcast, this is by far the best podcast tool on the market. And look, one of our hosts is currently recording in our Scaling Secrets studio right now here in Riverside. This is the best podcasting tool that there is because it records locally to your computer. You get the best possible quality on your podcast recordings. It transcribes it. It automatically cuts it for you. It's very easy to share a link with your guests. By far, my favorite podcast recording tool, hands down. If you're still using Zoom or Skype, please stop. Use Riverside. And it's very affordable. It's like $29 a month. All right, next. So although Go High Level is also a CRM and we use it as a CRM and it's a very good one, we also use ActiveCampaign as our main CRM. The biggest difference and the reason why we keep two CRMs is one, ActiveCampaign, you're allowed to do email blasts. So I can email 30,000 contacts at the same time. In Go High Level, you can't really do that because it's restricted by Mailgun and their email technologies. And ActiveCampaign is just a more established CRM, and we were on them way before we switched to Go High Level, so all of our data's in here. We're not leaving anytime soon. Great CRM, highly recommend if you're just starting out. It's affordable, it scales with us. Like I said, we've got a massive team, all of which are paid users in ActiveCampaign. It's really a great CRM. You don't need ActiveCampaign if you use Go High Level. All right, one of my favorite tools. If I were to pick my two favorite tools in existence, it's Go High Level and Zapier. I live on these two tools. Now, Go High Level's done a really good job making sure that you don't need to use Zapier, but regardless of your skill level in Go High Level, eventually you're going to need Zapier. Zapier connects the internet. Whether I'm recording a podcast in Riverside and I want to put that contact into ActiveCampaign, or someone's converting through my ClickFunnels campaign and I want to put them into Go High Level, I need to connect those two tools with something. Zapier is the tool to connect those two things together. Now, a little hack to get Zapier Unlimited for $29 a month, you can go to zapsunlimited.com, sign up for $30 a month, and you'll have an unlimited Zapier account premium. So you can use all of their premium features like webhooks and stuff that you're really going to need as you scale. I don't have any deal with Zaps Unlimited. I use them because they're amazing. It works like crazy. It's unlimited. What would normally cost $1,000 a month is only $29 per month. So if you found that valuable, give me that like. All right, moving on to the next tool. This is the last one that's not in a folder, and it's a very important one. It's ChatGPT. I use this for everything. ChatGPT is always open for me. I use it for everything from video ideas to YouTube descriptions to creating email copy to creating website copy. And now with GPT-4, we've got all these plugins, including Browse, data analysis, DALL-E. All these plugins make ChatGPT so powerful. I do pay the $20 per month for unlimited access to their main GPT-4 and all of their stuff. If you're not already familiar with AI, go into ChatGPT. It's all you need. Go play with it. It's absolutely incredible. And before I jump into the folders and some of the tools in those folders, I'd love to share another tool, which is actually a Mac desktop application called Typing Mind. So this integrates with ChatGPT. I get it through Set app, which is something that I pay annually for. I think this is only for Mac, so if you're a PC user, I'm sorry. But Typing Mind is basically ChatGPT on steroids. It can use GPT-4 and all the plugins. The reason that I love to use it is I can save all of my prompts. I can use community prompts, and I can choose all of these different output styles. I also created my own marketing expert character, and you can choose from a lot of different characters here. The hardest part about using AI correctly is prompting AI correctly. So Typing Mind really helps me do that. All right, so let's dive into the first folder in my bookmarks, which is websites. And here I've got all of my different websites bookmarked. I'm not going to go into each one because these are just different businesses. We build all of our main websites on WordPress, so these are links to their WordPress admin panels. But I will go into ClickFunnels, which I'm sure you're already familiar with. If you're watching this video, you know stuff about business and marketing. ClickFunnels is essentially a landing page builder. I only use ClickFunnels 1.0. I don't use 2.0. 2.0 is basically a crappy version of Go High Level. And I do use ClickFunnels to drive traffic to landing pages that we're running in ads. It is the fastest. It does convert the best. However, we are slowly transitioning all of our funnels, all of our landing pages over to Go High Level. So if you're looking for a landing page builder right now, I would say start in Go High Level. This way you don't have to connect everything with Zapier. And honestly, the best part about ClickFunnels is the award that you see behind me. It's got an awesome community with an awesome event. You get to win these cool awards when you make a bunch of money. So highly recommend at least using ClickFunnels for that. All right, so that's all I'm going to show you in the websites folder. Let's move on to social. So these are all the platforms and tools that I use for growing and managing my social media presence, specifically YouTube, which is where I'm focused very heavily right now. So it's funny, the first one in there is #expert. I'm actually going to remove that one from my bookmarks because I don't really use it anymore, but it is the best in class hashtag research tool. So if you're big on Instagram and TikTok and you're looking for the best hashtags to use, it really is a great tool, but I have a team now that does this for me. The next one that I really want to show you, and this one I spend a lot of time in, is vidIQ. This is the best in class YouTube assistant, essentially. vidIQ gives you daily ideas for videos that you can use. You can integrate all of your channels, and then it understands your channel topics. It understands what users are watching. And then it can recommend videos and topics that you can make based on your channel topics. There's also a lot of cool AI generated ideas that you can do within vidIQ. Looks like my paid plan just expired, or at least my pro paid plan. So you've got AI tools that you can use to create titles, descriptions, find keywords. This is where I really use it. My main use case for vidIQ is if I'm doing a video like this, I'm saying best marketing tools, it's going to give me 61 related keywords with scores that I can just copy and paste into this video. So that makes it very, very cool. It's also really good for inspiration. Honestly, I'm pretty good at coming up with video ideas, but if I ever need some inspiration, you can come into daily ideas and get some of that inspiration on tap, on demand. All right, here is a golden nugget for you. InstaSmart. Most people don't know about this tool. This is one of those secret tools that I don't usually tell people about. This is the only working tool that I've ever seen that helps you automate your Instagram account. So if you see in Smart Vote here, here's my Instagram account, and here is the actions that it's taking every day, engaging with people's stories, which is primarily what it does. I've got all of my Instagram accounts linked in here, and it's just actively going and right now engaging with Russell Brunson's post likers. This has gained me 176 followers. Rudy Maurer, thank you, Rudy Maurer. I am engaging with people who are liking your posts. This is getting me followers and new activity every single day. So definitely something to consider if you have an Instagram account that you want to automate and grow. There's a lot of cool tools in here. All right, next up, YouTube Studio. I'm going to skip. That's basically my YouTube account. Anchor. So Anchor is what I use to host and manage my podcast. It's free, it's easy, it's owned by Spotify, so they do a really good job in streamlining it. A lot of experienced podcasters will point you away from Anchor because something about them owning the rights to some stuff, but honestly, I've loved it. It's seamless, it's easy. My podcast manager manages most of this stuff now. And then moving right along, the next one is WeTransfer. So if you're a content creator or you're transferring big files to a team at any point, this makes it very simple. You just upload it here, click get link or send to email, and you're able to send up to 200 gigabytes in a single transfer. So I just recorded a YouTube video. Here's an example of me using WeTransfer. I've got 20 gigabytes and 2 videos that I'm currently sending to my editing team. All I have to do is drag them in here, click send, and it will actually keep them them for about 3 months and then delete them automatically. It sends it via email, it creates a link, it doesn't corrupt the files, it doesn't shrink the files, you don't lose any quality. A very good tool for transferring data. Moving right along, I've got this bookmarked as Thumb Tester, so let me show you what this is. There's 2 ways right now to split test your thumbnails on YouTube. There's TubeBuddy, which is older, more established, it has a lot of different features, and then there's this tool. This is thumbnailtest.com. So my YouTube coach essentially recommended this tool, and we've been using it for about 2 weeks. This doesn't allow you to just test thumbnails. Let me show you how this works. It's very cool. All right, so look how cool this is. Unlike TubeBuddy, I'm able to test multiple thumbnails, multiple titles, and it will rotate through with those different thumbnails and titles, and it will determine which has the highest CTR, is the most effective. Unlike TubeBuddy, you can upload not just different thumbnails and titles, but 10 different thumbnails, 10 different titles, and it will rotate through all of them. Very advanced tool if you're interested in just split testing. All right, the last one in my social folder is Skool, Skool. And if you're familiar with this channel, you might already be a part of this. This is Lead Gen J's Lead School. This is where I teach lead generation. I've got a whole course full of videos that you can watch about lead generation. You can join this for free and you can communicate down here in the discussion group. It's only $99 per month, and anyone that signs up from your affiliate link, you get to keep 40% recurring commission on that. So this already paid for itself in the first month, and now I make a few bucks because anyone in my group who signs up for Skool, now I get credit for that. Now my favorite part about Skool is that I can link to my YouTube videos so I get even more views, but my favorite part is the leaderboard. So it actually makes it competitive, it encourages people to engage, and the way that I have my Skool set up, if you engage, you get access to my expert group. All right, so my next folder in my bookmarks is money. So I've got all my banks, blah, 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 but I do have 2 really interesting tools that I'd like to show you here. Now, if you're a business owner, a founder, and you've got a few employees, I highly recommend signing up for Divvy.co, Divvy.co. This is a tool to help make your accounting life so much easier and also save you a ton of money on subscriptions. So using Divvy, I can create and cancel credit cards based on everything that I sign up for, and then I can assign budgets to my team members. Let me show you briefly how this works. These are all of the different credit cards that I have set up. So for example, Plecto.com is a platform that I use for analytics. I can set up a specific card for Plecto, and if they give me a hard time about canceling, all I have to do is cancel or freeze the card. And if I ever want to audit my transactions and audit my subscriptions, I can just come in here, see what I'm paying for, cancel things that I don't need, so I don't have to go through all of the headache of talking to their sales team, figuring out how to cancel. You can just stop your card here. By the way, I hate when clients use this with my company, but if you're watching this video, it's definitely worth looking into. And here you can create different budgets for your team. If you want to give them access to pay for different softwares or pay different vendors, they can have their own budgets and their own cards to do this. So really effective tool for scaling your company and really building a team. You do have to be approved for this, so you will need some business funds, a business bank account, some of that basic stuff. All right, the next tool that I want to show you is Wise. So as you're scaling, you're probably going to work with VAs or vendors from overseas, and you're going to need a good, efficient way to pay them. Wise makes it so easy. You link your bank account and you can send via ACH transfer, via wire, in minutes to all of your different vendors. The best part is most of your vendors probably have Wise accounts, so you can add them as easily as putting in their email. There's almost no fees, and it just makes everything so simple. You can also have your own Wise bank account. So if you're ever receiving wire transfers, you can give them your Wise wire information and they can send you wires from there. And if you have multiple entities, like I have my personal and my business here, you can do that from here. So it's just as easy as clicking a drop down to enter into that different entity. All right, that is all for money. Let's move on to tools. This is probably going to be the longest one, so brace yourself and let's have some fun. Let's start with Switchy.io. So there's a lot of different platforms you can use to make shortened links. These shortened links are really important for tracking purposes. And what I mean by shortened link is like a bit.ly. So let me show you an example of a shortened link. This is the long link. It goes to our testimonial platform, and I don't want to share this long, bulky, ugly link. So instead, I'm going to choose a shortened link to otterpr.com, missing the E, and I'm going to add an end to it. So now it's otterpr.com/testimonial. It's a really cool, nice link. I can also add UTMs and I can add pixels, so I can retarget people that are clicking that link, and then I can get really good reporting on that link. So just like that, I can see who's actually clicking on this thing, where it's coming from, and get really good analytics. So if I'm trying to figure out which marketing campaign, which video is driving the most traffic, if you're sharing the same link for all of those things, you'll never know the answers to that. So you can shorten the links, switch up the UTM, switch up the ending, and get really good data on those link shorteners. And if you're looking for a link shortener, switchy.io is great, but you can probably go on appsumo.com, one of my favorite websites, type in link shortener, and there's going to be multiple options for you here. It's a really simple software that you do not need to pay a lot of money for. So check out AppSumo. Right now, there's multiple that are available to you. They all do pretty much the same thing. So find the best rated one, sign up, you pay a one-time small lifetime fee. All right, next up is one of my favorite softwares. I love software, man. It's so fun. Canva. My guess is nobody listening has ever heard of Canva before. Just kidding. This is one of the most popular and powerful softwares on the market. We use it for everything from Instagram posts. I use it for creating logos, for creating graphics. Our graphic designer makes templates in here so that we can go change things. And they're quickly integrating AI into all of their graphic design tools. If you're not already using Canva, you need it. Get the pro account. It's worth it. It's unbelievable. And you don't even need a graphic designer. Honestly, Canva's templates and their AI tools make it so easy to do everything. Ooh, this is a fun one. LastPass. LastPass is a password saving tool. Now, you might be asking, what's the difference between this and Google Passwords? I've got all my passwords saved here and here, or in this private key. The powerful thing about LastPass and how we use this is you probably have a lot of different tools and softwares and social media logins that you and your team need to get in. LastPass allows you to share passwords in a really streamlined way. So there's different groups that you can assign people to within your team. You can share passwords without them actually seeing the password as well. So let me show you what I mean. Here's one of my passwords, and you can't see it right here. This is to my Instagram account. If I wanted to share this password with somebody, I can click this two people icon, and I can share this specific password with that person and not allow them to view the password. Now, where I like to use this, we've got this shared Otter PR folder. It's a pretty large folder with pretty non-sensitive tools, but tools that everyone needs to get in on a regular basis. So we have a group, my marketing team, that can access all of the passwords in this shared folder. They can see the passwords. If they need to update it, they can do it in here. That way we don't have to go back and forth sharing the passwords every time. They're not always asking for new passwords. They know to just use this and it will get them logged in. It integrates with Chrome. It's just a really great, powerful password tool and super affordable. All right, next, Fiverr, one of my favorite places. And I know I keep saying that. Fiverr is a place that you've probably heard of where you can go and get freelancers from all over the world to do one-time gigs, one-time tasks. I use this for just about everything. If we don't have someone on staff that can do it really easily, so for example, I found a Zapier expert in Fiverr. Now, I'm a Zapier expert, but I don't want to be the one in my Zapier every time doing every little thing. So Lovedeep, thank you Lovedeep, has been our Zapier expert. We found him on Fiverr. So regardless of what it is, if it's something that you can do from anywhere in the world, go on Fiverr, building websites, setting up Go High Level, whatever that may be, you're going to find someone awesome and affordable on Fiverr to do that thing for you. We're going to skip over Rank Tracker and SEO tool. We're going to go to LeetSock's Proxies. So if you want to automate your Instagram account using InstaSmart, you're going to need a proxy to do it. LeetSock's is my proxy provider. I'm not going to go too in depth on that or proxies because it gets pretty advanced, but I will say if you're going to automate anything, you're going to need a proxy. My favorite proxy provider is LeetSock's. Heybase.io. So we actually don't use this tool so much, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. It is a tool to create proposals and sales rooms. We got this on AppSumo. It's a really powerful tool that I like a lot, but I'll be honest, we don't use it anymore for proposals. Instead, we use a different proposal software, which I'll show you in just a second. All right, Vimeo. We're skipping over the proposal software for just a second. This is where we upload and store all of our video content, whether it's ads or content on our website. We put it all in Vimeo. Vimeo allows us to embed them exactly the way that we want. So the problem with putting them all in YouTube is when you embed YouTube videos on your website and on your landing pages, they give you the option to view on YouTube, which takes them off your website. It also makes it a little bit less professional. That's why we don't use YouTube. We use Vimeo. It's a good way to keep all of our video content organized. It's also got some really cool built-in editing tools and calls to action. So when a video ends, we can say what button to click, and it's only a few bucks per month. I definitely recommend picking up Vimeo, specifically for use cases like this. So let's go to my website and show you the difference. Here is our thank you page that visitors hit once they book a call with us. As you can see, it's got a really simple layout that we can adjust every element of within Vimeo. There's no view on YouTube option. We can change the cover photo right here in Vimeo. It's just my favorite way to organize your video content and display it properly. All right, next, we're gonna skip over Get Screen because we don't use that. We're gonna skip over SMM Panel. We don't really use that anymore. Actually, you know what? Let's show you SMM Panel. Stands for Social Media Marketing Panel. And if you're somebody who ever wants to buy followers, buy likes, buy comments, it can be really expensive to do that through most websites. Most of the services that you're ever going to buy engagement from will be integrating with this tool using their API. Regardless of what platform you want engagement on or followers, say it's LinkedIn, you can select whatever you want and you'll be shocked at how cheap it actually is. Now, the biggest issue with justanotherpanel.com is that the only good way to pay is crypto. So you do need to transfer crypto in here, but it is reliable. I love it. We don't use it very often anymore, but when I ran a social media marketing agency, this was a very powerful tool. All right, next on my list, grabsign.com. This is a personal contract tool that I use to send people contracts to receive digital signatures. I didn't want to pay a big monthly fee for PandaDoc or DocuSign to get very simple contracts signed, so I went on AppSumo and I found grabsign.com. If this isn't available on AppSumo right now, you can go on AppSumo and type in digital signatures or electronic signatures and see what is available. But it's important for you to have a way to send digital contracts for people to sign. Now, if you're scaling and if you're using Zapier for a lot of stuff, we do also use PandaDoc. PandaDoc is much more advanced. It integrates perfectly with Zapier, and there's some features in PandaDoc that do not exist in most other contract platforms, like their forms section, where you can use a single contract template and send that template link to somebody and they can fill it out without you having to trigger or create anything. So if you're looking for something basic, AppSumo, GrabSign. If you're looking to scale and a contract solution that's going to scale with you, PandaDoc or DocuSign. All right, this I use all the time and I talked about it in a short video. It is a ChatGPT splitter, and I'll put the link to it down in the description. It's a really simple tool, and all it does is you paste really long text that you want to put into ChatGPT, but ChatGPT can't process it because it's too long, and it will split it into chunks. I use this for putting timestamps on all of my YouTube videos. So when you go to a YouTube video and you hit transcribe, let me do that real quick. All right, so here's a YouTube video that I just posted today. Let's go ahead and grab the transcription for this. I'm gonna click on those three dots, show transcript, and this is how you do timestamps. You have to copy this entire transcript. And normally, if I put this into ChatGPT, it would crash. So I'm going to paste it into this long text and say split text. Now I have two chunks to copy into ChatGPT, and now ChatGPT can process all of that information that I just fed it. All right, moving right along. So Waitlister is a platform that we use to create wait lists for our offers. If you have an offer that is so popular and you just can't service anybody, you're probably going to need a wait list. Most of the solutions are incredibly complicated and incredibly expensive. Waitlister is less than $10 per month. There's a free version. You can create unlimited wait lists and just a very simple thing to use. So bookmark this, waitlister.com. That way, once you do have a wait list, you know exactly where to go. All right, next up, Bonjoro testimonials. This is something we actually just started using. I was looking for a solution for sending a client a link who wants to leave a testimonial and us guiding them through what a good video testimonial is and hopefully giving them a nice reward at the end. And then it will collect it and so that we can display it easily instead of just sending them a Google Doc. Like, here's what we want you to do for the testimonial and letting them find a way to upload it and send it back. This is just a nice streamlined solution. And I actually found this one on AppSumo as well. So I got lucky there, but always check AppSumo when you're looking for a new software solution. But so far, this has been the best one that I've used. I've tried a few. And like I said, I've got a lifetime subscription, so that's very nice. Here is another one that I found on AppSumo, of course. It's called BoolTool. I was looking for an AI photo processor that could increase the resolution and fix old photos and make them look better. BoolTool can do exactly that. There's a lot of different image tools that it will give you. The one that I use most of the time is Image Enhancer. It's very fast. It's very good. I love the result. It's very simple. You just click on the AI tool that you want to use, you upload a photo, and it will spit out an improved AI version of that tool. All right, that's it for the tools folder. Before I move on to the next folder, if you're getting value, please click thumbs up. And if you love software, you have a software recommendation that you'd like to add to this, I would love to hear it. Put it in the comments and make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't let your competition get an edge over you. Gotta watch these videos. It's gonna help you build your business. It's gonna help you scale. All right, let's push forward. Let's go into my links tab. The first thing in my links, and this is only going to apply to business owners with lots of employees, I would say at least 10. It's called Motivosity. So keeping your team motivated is very hard to do as a business owner. Lots of little shows of affection and appreciation are essential for getting the most out of people and fostering a good culture. Motivosity allows you to recognize people in your company. So here's an entire feed of my company giving each other positive feedback, sending them little bonuses, sending them rewards. So Motivosity allows you to do that at scale. Everyone gets a budget to give out small bonuses, small rewards, small tokens of appreciation. There's also different awards and milestones that people in our company can hit, and it just helps us foster a good culture and gives us a very easy way for sharing our love, sharing our appreciation. So highly recommend Motivosity if you're managing a large team. All right, moving along, what applies to you and how we can help. Bamboo HR. Bamboo HR is a full HR solution. They also have payroll available and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're managing at least 10, 20 employees, you've got W-2s, you've got an HR department, you're going to need a good HR tool. We spent months interviewing different HR tools, comparing pricing, and we found Bamboo to be by far the best one. The user interface is great. Everybody loves it. We can see where people are when they have time off coming up. You can share different information, keep files on your team and your employees. So if you're a founder or you're a COO or you're on the recruiting side, look into Bamboo HR. We decided this was the best tool for us and highly recommend it for you. I don't spend too much time in this tool personally. All right, now I'm going to do something crazy. This one was not on my list because I don't spend too much time in here anymore. I don't do recruiting very much anymore, but Breezy.hr has made our recruiting efforts so much better. Now, this is an expensive tool. Just like Bamboo, this one's not cheap. But if you want to build a recruiting firm within your company, you need a tool that's going to do the following. You can create a job listing, promote that job listing across multiple job boards, integrate different assessments and background checks so you don't have to do all of that separately and keep track of it, move people through different stages and trigger different automations based on those stages. This is an entire recruiting agency within your company. Again, it's not cheap. It's several $100s per month, plus the money that you're going to spend promoting those jobs, but it's much better than hiring a recruiting agency for each hire. If you're scaling and you're hiring fast, check out Breezy.hr for your recruiting purposes. Finally, we've reached the proposal software that we actually use. GoProspero.com. I don't spend too much time in here anymore since I don't do sales very much anymore. Our sales team does have premium accounts, but this is how we create and send proposals at scale. We can also link this with Zapier to create proposals based on templates every time a new sales call is booked. The user interface on this is great. The Zapier automations are great. You can create multiple team members and add users. It's just a really great and affordable proposal solution. So if you're still using PandaDocs for your proposals, you might want to consider switching to Prospero. Much more user-friendly version, very attractive, very easy for them to engage with those proposals. Definitely look into this tool for your sales team for proposals. All right, next up on the list, Cast Magic. This was another AppSumo gem. Absolutely incredible. I've got multiple accounts for this, and this is what I use for my podcast managers to upload episodes to. They upload the audio file, it transcribes the audio file, and then it produces AI-generated title ideas, YouTube description, Facebook post, LinkedIn post, threads, and you can create different prompts to get essentially whatever you want out of that podcast episode. So if you're a podcaster or you're a YouTuber and you want to upload audio files, have it transcribed, and then automatically using AI, generating results that people can use. Castmagic.io, unbelievable tool. One more thing I'll say about Castmagic is since I've got it, they've upgraded everything. They are developing fast, and it's really important to be on the ground floor of tools that you see growing and developing, especially AppSumo tools. If you get on the ground floor, you have a lifetime subscription, and you see that they're working hard, their development team is awesome, you love what they're building, load up on those AppSumo credits, upgrade your subscription. I promise you it will pay off in dividends in the long run. All right, let's go into my favorite folder and where I spend most of my time now, and that's my marketing folder. So as the acting CMO of our company, I spend a lot of time dealing with our different ads. Now, I don't think it's worth it spending all of our time going through the different ads managers because you can watch different videos for that. I will share a couple of tools within my marketing folder that I think you might find interesting. So just to list them, I've got Facebook ads, I've got Upwork, TikTok ads, Amazon Seller, there's Breezy HR, our recruiting, that probably should not be in marketing, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, Google Analytics, Google Ads, and then the next two are the ones that I want to talk about, ThoughtMetric and Hyros. And I'm actually going to add a third one to that board right now. Now, if you're a marketer, any marketer worth a damn knows that analytics and tracking are everything and that most built-in analytics and tracking are broken, they're crap. You're going to need a way to track your marketing efforts, track your ad spend, and track the ROI from your ad spend that's not directly in the ads manager. Now, I tried and experimented with every single alternative that I could think of for tracking, and here's what I came up with. Now, ThoughtMetric is by far the most affordable, and it's also functional. It does work. However, we do not use it every day. So I'm going to point to who might be a good fit for ThoughtMetric, and then I'll show you the best-in-class one that I was trying not to use, but I didn't really have a choice. If you're an e-commerce company, ThoughtMetric will get the job done. Most purchase cycles are someone sees an ad and they'll click on that ad. Maybe they'll buy it now, maybe they'll buy it in 3 days. There's usually not click on the ad, opt in, sales call a week later, purchase 2 months later. That's a much more complicated sales cycle. So Thought Metric is really good for adding your advertising channels, such as LinkedIn, ActiveCampaign, cold email. All these are advertising channels that I added manually. Facebook ads, TikTok ads. You can add all of your different marketing channels here, and it will basically figure out which one it's on by UTMs and link codes. And then it will show you your true ROI from Facebook, from Google, from all those different advertising efforts. It is not nearly as powerful as some of the other ad tracking platforms out there. So the one that we use on a day-to-day basis is Hyros. This is best in class, this is expensive, but having gone through all of the other tools, Hyros is the one that you need to use if you're an agency. So this integrates with all of our different ad platforms, and it tracks people based on devices, based on cookies, based on email, multiple different parameters that it uses to determine that, oh, somebody clicked on a Facebook ad 1 week ago, then they clicked on a YouTube retargeting ad, then they booked a call, and then finally they purchased 2 months later. Hyros will have all of that data. It will attribute it originally to Facebook. It will show you that the YouTube ad was used for helping with that sale. You can determine different rules. You can do offline conversions. If you're an advertiser spending more than $10,000 per month on ads, get Hyros. You'll shell out a couple grand for it per 6 months, go through their little sales cycle, but I promise you, your advertising efforts are going to be worth it. As you can see, now I can tell beyond a shadow of a doubt from what I'm seeing on my Hyros screen, my Facebook ads are profitable, my Google ads are profitable. Now I can invest more in them. I wouldn't have had the confidence with that data if not for Hyros. Now, Plecto is another analytics and tracking tool. Mostly it displays data in a really visually sound way from different data platforms. So it can pull from our ActiveCampaign, it can pull from our Google Sheets. And the way that we use this is a few ways. So this is pulling data mostly from our Google Sheets, so we can see where all of our calls are coming from. These are all labeled within a Google Sheet, and now I can just pop in, and instead of trying to interpret what the Google Sheet is telling me, I can just trust that this data is displayed correctly. I use this for managing my marketing team, so when I do reports with my marketing manager, I can just quickly pop in here and see, cool, what did we do this week? What did we do last week? You can also create really cool competitions amongst your sales team. So there's leaderboards, you can track revenue, you can track all kinds of really amazing metrics. Plecto also runs a few $100 a month, but really there's nothing else that I've seen other than really advanced Google dashboards, which are really hard to create and hard to manage. Plecto is the best in class by far, and it gamifies the sales process. So if you have at least 3 salespeople and you want to incentivize competition, get Plecto, and I promise you it's going to pay for itself. All right, wrapping up, I'm gonna skip over my affiliate folder. That's where I can track all my affiliate commissions. Hopefully you like some of these tools, and I've got affiliate links for a few of them. Check in the description if you want to sign up for them. And by the way, if you're creating content and you don't have affiliate links for the tools that you love, almost every software has an affiliate program. Go sign up for their affiliate program. That way you earn a couple bucks every time you share a software that you love. There's nothing salesy about it. I'm not sponsored by any of the companies that I'm talking about. These are tools that I genuinely use and genuinely believe in. All right, last but not least, the cold email folder. And really there's 2 tools that I spend almost all of my time in. The main one is Instantly. If you're familiar with this channel, you know what Instantly is. This is where we manage all of our email senders, all of our email campaigns. It is the best in class for cold email sending. I'm also a proud partner. If you go to their YouTube page, you'll see me talking about cold email, but it is the best in class. I highly recommend them. I use them myself, as you can see, just incredible. Now, what they don't want me to say is that they're not the best in class yet for leads. So you want a good lead database, and the lead database that we use is Apollo.io. Unlike Instantly, I'm not on their YouTube page. They don't like that I exist and that I tell people about them, but we have been using them for several years. They are the best in class for lead data. They've got the most filters. They've got the best data. We can export tens of thousands at a time. So we export that up from Apollo, put it in Instantly, and now we've got an unlimited source of leads. And as you can see, last month we booked 679 calls. So we're doing all right. All right, wrapping this video up, I hope you enjoyed this format, getting a look inside of the tools that I actually use on a day-to-day basis. If you're interested in using any of these tools, I'm gonna include as many affiliate links that I can in the description there. So to support me, go and click on that affiliate link. It gives me credit. I make a few bucks. I can keep making videos like this for you. And if you're not already, you need to like this video so that you see more of it in your feed. Things like this that will help you move to the next level, compete against guys like me, and beat the crap out of your competition. And if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? I'll see you in the next video.